My name is Sheyla, and I want to start by asking, by a show of hands, how many of you would ever at least like to go to Mexico? So, Mexico is a very historical place, and I've been going there for every year since I was 2. So I've been going for 15 years now, and I go for a month every summer and every December for the biggest festivals. And many people don't like traveling because it's not affordable, but Mexico is really affordable. Like, you can get something, well, over there it's translated to what we call pesos. So it could be $1 here, and over there it's 50 cents. But it's a very affordable place, and there are many activities. You can go to the bull riding festival every spring. You can visit many museums. You can go to Toluca, and it's actually been realized in a study by Stanford that you can travel and release 90% of your stress by just going and sitting at a beach for 30 minutes. So, you will learn about 3 important items that you'll need for survival, and then 2 great safety tips. So the first item is a water heater, and it looks scary. It kind of is, because if you put your hand in the water while it's in there, you could get electrocuted. But all you have to do is just leave it in there for 30 minutes. You can take it out, and then you'll have hot water. And the reason you need it is because 90% of Mexico, where I'm from, does not have hot water. So if you're a hot water person, you can take it with you. Also, keep in mind that the lowest degree that has ever been in Mexico was 100 whenever I go during the summer. So sometimes you might need a cold shower. The second item is what we call a rebozo, which is basically a scarf. And this is used as a protective layer against the sun because the UV index in Mexico is very high, and it could burn your skin. Like, sometimes I'll come back and my hair is like totally fried. Or you could also have a big risk of skin cancer because of the sun. So you basically just wear it like this, and you protect yourself. Or many times you can wear it in the back, like when you're on the back of the car, because in Mexico that does happen a lot. You won't get inside the car; you'll be in the trunk, but in the truck, like not inside the truck. And then
I was like, wait.
And then it's really helpful because you can like cover your face from debris and stuff. And then this, I mean, many people know what it is already. It's just a water bottle. In Mexico, we recycle a lot, maybe a little too much. So the water bottle that you have might have been in somebody else's home, or somebody else may have used it. So it's just safer to take your own thing and be able to fill it up. And then 2 great safety tips. One is very universal, but it applies to every traveling. You cannot share your address with anybody depending on the suite or anything, because especially if you don't know the country or anything like that, because many things can happen. But don't let that stop you from traveling. Just keep in mind, don't share your location on Instagram or anything like that. And the second one is kind of a funny safety tip. Basically, don't say no to trying new foods in Mexico, because it's very offensive to grandmas and aunts and moms, because it's kind of offensive to our culture. So unless you have a medical condition and you can't have it, obviously don't like fool yourself and take that food. But it's very good to try new things and stuff like that. And if it's spicy, you should probably smell it. You could probably smell it before you eat it, so just don't take it. But always say politely, no. Lastly, traveling to Mexico can be extremely dangerous, but don't let that stop you from traveling anywhere, because it's a part of life to travel. And I've been to every state since I was 3, and now I'm trying to go on to visit every country. But it should be fun. And as we come to an end, you've learned 3 survival items that you will need for traveling to Mexico, and you could also use them when you travel anywhere, and 2 great safety tips. And now that you've been informed about these things needed to survive a day in Mexico, I would like to ask how many of you would think about going to Mexico now?